We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Philadelphia 76ers come in for this one. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And guys, checking out Pekovic here. What can we expect from him?
Well, you talk about strength and physicality at the center position. Pekovic is right there with anybody. He's got an imposing game. Reminds me a little bit of Marc Gasol in that regard. He can use that strength to power you down low, but he's also got some skill as well.
You know, that's an interesting comparison. I love how he always battles, Steve. A terrific offensive rebounder, gets a lot of stickbacks, very tenacious. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Turner with it, and it's Martin picking him up. The shot by Turner, no good.
You know, last year nobody was quite sure of the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, he played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
Rejected by Young. Carter Williams off the pick from Young. Carter Williams dishes to Richardson. They get a hand on it. Out to Turner from downtown. Love grabs the board. And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark, it seemed NBA stardom awaited, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely. It'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Dishes to Buttinger. Pass to Pekovic. Misses off the right iron.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
What was supposed to be a fresh start for Jason Richardson last year never really came to fruition, guys. I mean, not very far into the year, he had a bad injury to his left knee and had to close things down for the season.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Richardson, surgery last season to repair a cartilage tear in his left knee when he played for Philadelphia.
Well, in his prime, he was one of the most explosive leapers in the NBA. Former dunk contest champion. He began to lean on his three-point shooting as his career went on. Been a very productive player over the years.
No good on the second free throw.
Guys, we know it was a struggle last season for the Timberwolves, but against the Eastern Conference, they were pretty competitive. Nearly had a .500 record against teams from the East.
Now, here's Rubio. Pekovic with a screen on Young. Martin goes in. 6 to shoot. From about 16, the shot's good from Love. Love's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Well, back to the Timberwolves, that's a marked improvement over how they've done, Steve, over the past few seasons.
Yeah, the last few years, that's easily the best winning percentage the Wolves have had against the Eastern Conference. And they won't want to take much from last season to this one, but maybe that's something at least they can carry over and try to build on.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Rubio outside. He dishes it to Martin. Shot clock at 6. To the left side wing. Look from Love. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Here's Carter Williams. Now Young inside. The 11-footer. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Crisp pass into the paint.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Feeds it to Buttinger. He kicks to Pekovic. count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time. Well, quite honestly, guys, he was one of the biggest surprises of the 2011-12 season. Pekovic, I mean, he continued to show that he's a fantastic option at the center spot with another solid season. I mean, he's a big physical presence, can finish inside, aggressive on defense and on the boards, and doesn't have a bad face-up jump shot either. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Rubio outside. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And Budinger kicks to Love. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Love's got 6. Going back to Pekovic, or Peck as you call him, Steve, and as his teammates call him too. Another productive season. He did struggle with some injuries. Missed about 20 games, but he is a man.
Hey, Peck is a grown man.
He is a
no
grown man.
question.
Yes.
A pretty remarkable second-round pick, 31st overall back in 2008. But the T-Wolves have to be excited about finding their starting center of the future.
Carter Williams with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Carter Williams with the bucket. Here's Rubio. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Love outside. Pekovic passes to Budinger. Back to Pekovic. There's the block. Here's Turner. Pass to Noel. Carter Williams dishes to Turner. And he dunks it down. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Martin kicks to Rubio. Back to Martin. Rubio outside, and there's the feed to Budinger. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Budinger's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Carter Williams, the pass to Richardson. There's the dish to Young. Martin against Richardson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Carter Williams. Again, Philadelphia.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Noel.
Spencer Hawes.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Rubio outside. Outside, Martin. From the stripe. Shot is off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown. We talked about the challenges posed by a player like Ricky Rubio, such a tremendous passer and floor general. Coach said, we know he can make plays, but making shots is where he's been less effective. We need to focus on staying home and forcing him to beat us with his scoring. Guys, we'll see if they can limit his highlight reel dimes. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Now, Rubio. After the missed 3 from Richardson. And Rubio kicks to Martin. Budinger dishes to Pekovic. He feeds it to Budinger. 5 to shoot. Martin for 3. Rebound by the 76ers.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly. The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Rubio outside. Kicks it to Buttinger. All alone. Can't hit. And Philadelphia the other way now. Carter Williams with it. Picked up by Love. Now Hawes. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Well, it was a healthy season last year for Spencer Hawes. Maybe not the guy they were hoping to hold down their center spot in Philadelphia after trading for Andrew Bynum during the offseason, but Hawes was more than serviceable in his expanded role in the middle.
And he makes the first. And Hawes showed his great start in the condensed season of 2011-12. He wasn't a mirage. He played well last season.
Well, he's a finesse center. He's very skilled. He can pass, shoot from long range, and did a pretty good job on the glass, too.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
I think you have to be physical to be a dominant player in the NBA, but Spencer Hawes shows that you can also be effective without being kind of a grinder inside. He's a very skilled passer and shooter, even from the block, and that's what makes him such a good asset on this team.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Here's Carter Williams. Nice D from Williams. Going back to Hawes, he is in a banger down low, but his ability to stretch the defense, Clark with his outside shooting and passing more than makes up for it.
And he might not be the prototype in terms of what a dominant player in the NBA looks like, but he'll always find a spot on a roster and be a long-term player, because when you have his size and can find the open guy and hit open shots, there's always a job for you.
Boy, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
Shved the pass to Williams. Williams gets a screen from Barea. Off the screen. Turioff misses.
Tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 6. Nice job coming off that screen. And it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Here is Barea. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
When you're a small guy like J.J. Barea, most of the time the role you have on the team is to be a distributor and move the ball around. But Barea is different in that he is in complete attack mode as soon as he steps on the floor. I like that about him. He's looking to score.
And that one misses. And going back to Barea, kind of a change of pace guard, I guess is a nice way to put it. Tough to stay in front of him.
Yeah, and he may not be a pure point guard, but he's very skilled running the pick and roll. And for his size, surprisingly strong and crafty at finishing around the rim.
He hits the second from the line.
Boy, there were a bunch of problems for Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stem from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And Shved kicks to Turioff. 1:56 left in the first quarter. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. And Clark, to the point you made about the 76ers, scoring was hard enough for them at home. But with 20,000 people booing you and playing on foreign rims, Steve, it got that much tougher for him away from Philadelphia.
Well, let's be honest, Kevin. The whole season went down the drain with Andrew Bynum's injury because the team was going to be built around him. And when you can't throw the ball into the low post and you've given up your athletes on the perimeter, now you have no identity. And I think that was the issue for Philly last year.
Here's Shved after the made shot from Turioff from deep. And that will fall. A three-pointer on the line from Corey Brewer. Brewer's got his first 3 points of the game. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And Alexei Shved out of Russia. Last season, a free agent signee by the Timberwolves. And not really a bad find either. His shot's still coming along, but he's shown potential as a big playmaking wing.
The 76ers leading by 4. And here is Carter Williams. He's got 6. Deep 2 from Anderson. Here's Moultrie, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Here is Barea. The pass to Turioff. Fires it up, and again it's Minnesota. And the Timberwolves with Ricky Rubio and Shved, they've got 6'5", 6'6" guards with playmaking capability.
They are both very mobile. That gives this team some versatility defensively.
Now here's Moultrie, taken away by Williams. 30 seconds left to play in the first. Right side, Williams. It's stolen by Moultrie. Now here's Carter Williams. Hawes up top. Pass to White. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. Here's Barea. The shot is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 6. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Minnesota, Martin and Buttinger are out in the wing. Williams and Love at the 4 and 5. And it's Rubio in at the point guard position. Williams can't hit.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Now, here is Young. And he gets it to go. Young's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the 76ers.
He has great dexterity inside. He can contort his body, shift in midair, hang time. He can protect the ball and finish through contact. Just an impressive player in the paint.
And, Steve, that's not a skill that most players have. I mean, that's exactly why they try to feed it to him in the paint whenever possible.
They get it back. Love. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Love's got 8.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Turner gets the screen from Noel. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. As long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 6. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, there are some analysts who call Nerlens Noel a savant shot blocker, but he also averaged over 2 steals a game at Kentucky last season. Offense is something he's still developing, however. Noel said, quote, "Every team is always going to have its given scores. Defense is something that's undervalued. It can change the whole game in significant ways." He knows his game, guys.
He certainly does, Doris. Thanks. Here's Rubio. After the made shot from Anderson. Here's Pekovic. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Pekovic has got his second bucket of the game to go. Turner dishes to Noel. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Nerlens Noel, one of those players that has become so valuable in the NBA. A mobile defender who can get out to the perimeter, guard smaller players, but still with the ability to block shots in the paint.
That free throw missing. And for Noel, his offensive game is a bit of a work in progress. But I know, Clark, you love his motor.
I certainly do. You know, at Kentucky, they started tracking players' heart rates during practices to measure effort. And they never had to call out Noel in that regard. He's all effort all the time.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Nerlens Noel, 6'11", out of Kentucky, big wingspan, about 7'4". So he's a player who has a chance to be an incredible shot blocker. Of course, following in the footsteps of Anthony Davis at Kentucky.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. No coverage that time. Richardson's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers. For Minnesota, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And back to Noel, still very slender. The question for him has been, does he have the strength to play?
Not right now. He's got to get stronger. He first got to recover from that ACL tear that he suffered. But if, in fact, he can get stronger, I love his motor, and I like his potential to become better as an offensive player.
There's a lot to withstand inside in the NBA.
No question about it.
Here's Turner after the made shot from Buttinger. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, the Timberwolves have taken on an increasingly international character. Players like J.J. Barea, Rubio, Nikola Pekovic, and Alexei Shved, all important contributors.
And the first one at the line is good. And Clark, a lot of European players used to this cold weather. Maybe that's why the Timberwolves, Steve, go after them.
Well, maybe that's part of it. I don't know. But they've had pretty good luck with the international players. Some good talent that they've put together.
Both free throws good from Turner. Timberwolves trail by 9. Rubio, the pass to Buttinger. Love kicks to Pekovic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Nikola Pekovic, guys, out of Montenegro, a super physical 6'11" big man. I mean, he is a battering ram offensively. He's a terrific offensive rebounder, can score around the rim, doesn't shy away from contact. And when he gets to the line, he knocks him down pretty well for a big guy. This guy, I tell you what, he's going to be one of the best big men in the league in the next few years. I don't think there's any question about it.
And he knocks down the first one. Going back to Pekovic, Clark, offensively, he is a real presence. Defensively, not great, but Steve, solid.
Well, he's not explosive. He's physical, but you know he is a good rebounder, and most importantly, he wants to mix it up down there. He's a presence, and I think that's one of the reasons he's become such a good player in this league.
Both free throws good from Pekovic.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Now, here's Rubio. After the miss from Anderson. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Ejected by Young, but they get it back. Clock at 4. Poke loose. Young with the steal. Anderson right side. Dishes it to Noel. Passes it to Turner. Anderson against Martin. And Noel kicks to Anderson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Young. The Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Rubio outside. Here's Turner. He's got 9. Anderson outside. And it's Noel missing. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Martin dishes to Rubio. Turner with the steal. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Turner's got 7 points for the quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And here's Anderson from the arc. And the 76ers get it back. Timberwolves trail. And Budinger kicks to Rubio. He dishes it to Love. Turner against Rubio. Misses the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Good.
He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Turner against Pekovic. And it's Turner off the drive. And the baseline jumper, no good. Timberwolves trail by 10. Martin kicks to Budinger. Tries to keep it alive. Feeds it to Love. Out to the wing. Budinger against Young. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Love for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Richardson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That 3 off the mark. The Timberwolves shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Martin the pass to Love. Back to Martin. To the left side wing. Now here's Pekovic. He's guarded closely. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 10. And it's Turner off the drive. A 3 from Anderson. And that one's good. Noel.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, they're there for him game in, game out.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
The Wolves were devastated by injuries last year, guys, but they still did all right up here in Minneapolis. 20-21 at home. Not great, but considering the injuries, a pretty solid home record.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told his players to play less as individuals and more as a unit. As he put it, one-on-one play has not yielded them nearly enough open shots. He also went on to talk about protecting the inside. He does not want to see anything easy in the painted area. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Brewer.
Oh, get it! Watch out now. On the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind. but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
What a dunk it was.
Yeah, he is a joy to watch when he gets airborne, I'll tell you.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And back to Minnesota, they were a sneaky pick to get into the playoffs at the beginning of last year, but so much can change in the course of the season, Steve, namely injuries for the Timberwolves.
No doubt. Kevin Love going down, I mean, that hurt them. Ricky Rubio in and out of the lineup. But there's no question when you look at the roster, some of the moves they made in the offseason, it's a pretty talented team.
That is good. Turiov's got 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 6. He kicks to Anderson. Plenty of space. And Turiov pulls it down.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Perea with it. Now guarded by White. Shved dishes to Turiov. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Turiov's got 4 points this quarter.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely, here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Now here's Anderson. He's got 10.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Shved.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Here's Carter Williams. And White kicks to Hawes. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And here's Anderson from the arc. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Oh, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. But he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Turiov, the pass to Shved. Here's Brewer. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Timeout called the 76ers. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well. All 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, guys, the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Here is Berea after the made shot from Hawes. Brewer is just a Williams. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, for Derek Williams, the number 2 pick in the 2011 draft, he didn't play huge minutes for the Timberwolves in his rookie season. But with Kevin Love out with the injury last season, Williams did play a lot at that 4 spot. And he was hoping for a breakthrough season, but it just did not happen that way.
Here's Carter Williams after the made shot from Shved. Carter Williams with it. He has 6. Keeps it alive. Rebound by Shved. Timberwolves on offense. Big stretch here going 10-2. Pass to Berea. And it's blocked by Moultrie. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Carter Williams. Moultrie setting the pick for Carter Williams. Carter Williams off the pick from Moultrie. 6 to shoot. And White kicks to Moultrie. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Another shot. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. 76ers lead by 5. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
I'm here with Kevin Love, and great effort out there tonight. Just a quick question. You guys did a tremendous job chipping away at that big deficit you faced early on. What changed?
Oh, man, we just executed, got good shots, and got stops. That was really it.
A winded Kevin Love. Thank you. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. And, folks, the halftime show is coming up next. And then it's on to the third quarter. We'll step aside right now.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's a good one going on out in Minnesota. Glad to have you with us for our halftime show. A good one in progress for the 76ers. They've been very focused on the defensive end, generating steals, showing a high-level activity and aggression defensively. Evan Turner making it look easy against Minnesota. At the break, 11 points. He's been getting it done on both ends of the court. Look at the assists, look at the rebounds. It's all adding up to a great first half. And a resilient Timberwolves team is staying in it. They've benefited from some excellent contribution from their bench, providing scoring in bunches when called upon. It's been a major advantage. Kevin Love certainly contributing with his play. He's got 8 points, and on the defensive side of the floor, he's definitely been contributing with some focused defensive work. And back we go to Minnesota. Thanks so much for being with us.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Evan Turner having a fantastic game. He's got 11 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Well, he's been playing a very energetic brand of defense, Clark. You got to love it.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Hunter Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. Evan Turner and Thaddeus Young at the forward slots. And it's Noel in at the 5. For 3, Love. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Love. Down low. Carter Williams kicks to Young. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Thaddeus Young last season stepping into the full-time power forward role for the Sixers. Just kind of a mismatch waiting to happen because he's undersized at 6'8", but way too quick for most of the guys guarding him.
That free throw, no good. And for Thaddeus Young, with the league going more towards quickness and mobility, Clark, that's certainly going to fit his strengths well.
That is absolutely right. He's not a really strong rebounder. His lack of size does make him vulnerable to post up, but he's one of the best slashers in the game. In the end, the mismatches tend to usually play out in his favor.
And he sinks the second.
Well, you know, when you play against the teams in the West, you need to have a solid front court or you're going to struggle. And last year, the Sixers thought they had the answer with Andrew Bynum, but he never played a game for them, so they really struggled against the West.
Now here's Buttinger. Love the pass to Buttinger. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Finally fought all the way back to even the score. We're back to square one, whole new ball game.
And with a comeback like that, they've definitely got the upper hand going forward.
And trouble it was for the 76ers against the West, Clark, as you were talking about. They would end up with just a 12-18 record against the conference. And many wondering, Steve, what could have been.
Well, and 12-18 isn't actually that bad considering the state of the roster with the injuries and the new players. So I thought all in all, the 76ers fought hard most of the year, but they just didn't have enough in the tank. That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together, one setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Young, a screen on Buttinger. Turner loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Turner's got 13 points.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
And Rubio kicks to Martin. Now the feed to Begovic. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound by the 76ers. Young's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
Carter Williams dishes to Young. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. That free throw missing.
Well, it seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know, the Wolves were just decimated by injuries last year, and it really put a snag in their season from the start, with Rubio still recovering from his ACL tear and Kevin Love missing a lot of time with his hand fractures. They were missing 2 major building blocks.
The 76ers trail by 4. The dish to Noel. On the wing, Turner. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Turner. Turner's got 4 assists in the game. Minnesota's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And with the Wolves last year, Ricky Rubio came back and helped them turn things around a bit, but Kevin Love would end up playing very few games for him, Steve, and they never really got the chance that they once seemed to have.
Love's injury, I think, just devastated this team. And Rubio, of course, coming off that ACL, he eventually made it back, but those are the key guys. I mean, Rubio and Love have to be the foundation of this club. They added a lot of three-point shooting in the offseason, so this should be a pretty well-rounded team, but it's up to the stars, Kevin.
Young passes to Noel, and that one's good. Noel's got 6 points.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, a bold draft day trade for the Philadelphia 76ers, trading away their all-star point guard Drew Holiday for the rights to 6th pick overall Nerlens Noel and a first-round pick in the loaded class of 2014. And for the new front office in Philly, it's a clear direction. Go young and build from the ground up. The Sixers' record will likely take a step back this season, but the experts all love the initiative with this move. Not content to be an average team, guys. They're looking to shake things up.
Doris, a lot of promise on this team. We'll see how they develop.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
The 76ers trail by 5. Right side, Turner. Stolen by Buddington. He feeds it to Bekovic. The 10-footer. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it, guys, and as long as they're in the lead, he's going to continue to try to find his rhythm.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
Now, here's Rubio. Martin goes in. 6 to shoot. Timberwolves passing it around. The leaner, and he gets it to go. Love's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
He played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Some solid defense here from Bekovic. Minnesota's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Rubio outside. Martin goes in. And that one's good. Bekovic. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Carter Williams kicks to Richardson. And there's the pass to Young. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And the 76ers making a change here. Paz is checked in. Timberwolves leading by 7. Now Rubio kicks it to Turioff. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Outside Turner. Hawes inside. He's guarded by Love. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. And it's Rubio penetrating. Banked in off the glass. Rubio's got the lead back up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Boy, what a half from the field they're having. They're going to extend that lead if they stay this high.
Now they've taken it up another notch, Clark, looking very confident out there.
Now here's Richardson. He's got 8. Carter Williams off the pick from Young. Dishes to Hawes. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Richardson with it. And it's Martin picking him up. It's stolen by Martin. Goes up. A huge slam. A perfect end of a fast break.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far, Clark. They cannot afford to hand over any more easy points like that.
Here's Carter Williams. After the basket by Minnesota. Pass to Young. He dishes it to Carter Williams. Richardson for 3. And the 76ers get it back. Hawes, no luck.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Rubio with it. Now guarded by Spencer Hawes. And Rubio kicks to Buddington. Passes it to Turioff. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots and the other team just a bit stagnant.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Well, he's got to be disappointed with his team's play over the course of this run. And, thus the timeout. You got to talk things over, try to get back into the game.
Something has to change for them as they haven't looked good at all during this run. So a timeout is appropriate here.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle. Improving their inside game, particularly at the defensive end, is what he wants them to focus on right now. Getting bodies down low and forcing more shots to come from the perimeter. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the basket by Minnesota. Turner gets the screen from Hawes. Turner with it. Now guarded by Shved. Anderson right side. Turner with it. Williams picks him up. Trying to get back on track. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Turner.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Barea with it. Turner covering. It's deflected. And another hit. Shot made once more from Turioff. Turioff's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves. Anderson outside. Now here's Turner, guarded by Barea. The shot by Turner, no good.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Well, if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
That free throw good from Barea. Kevin Love's checked in for Williams. And both free throws good for Barea. The 76ers trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And here's Anderson from the arc. That's good. Anderson's got 13 points.
The success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot. But if they do, I think you're right, Clark, particularly if they can convert defense into offense.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
You know, for most of his tenure in Minnesota, Kevin Love has been a happy camper. But last season, he made some statements that showed he had some reservations about just how long he'll be a Timberwolf.
And going back to the comments Kevin Love made, he expressed some concerns with the team's management and some of their maneuvering of players and who they were looking at.
Well, I think he was surprised, along with the rest of us, that they didn't offer him the full 5-year contract. That they were worried about his knee. And so in the end, he said, okay, give me 4, but I get a 4th-year option. And as a result, you know, Minnesota looking like they might lose him altogether.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
You know, Love is playing well. He has 17 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Now here's Anderson. 13 points in the game. Moultrie setting the pick for Turner. Love grabs the board. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Barea dishes to Shved. Feeds it to Barea. He kicks it to Turiaf. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 4th assist in this one.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Now here's Anderson. Pass to Turner. Turner gets the screen from Moultrie. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is get back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Turner.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Here is Barea. Love with the screen on Turner. Barea kicks to Shved. Off target from outside. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. White the pass to Anderson. Moultrie setting the pick for Turner. Up and in on the layup. Turner's got 19 points.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Barea dishes to Shved. Shved gets a screen from Love. Outside for Barea. And the shot is long. The 76ers trail by 11. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now the feed to White. Out to Turner. Moultrie setting the pick for Turner. 5 to shoot. The dish to Moultrie. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Right,
12 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Barea kicks to Love. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. And that's now 20 points for Kevin Love.
This is incredible. It's been a 3-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 14. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly. Just set up that alley-oop.
The 76ers trail by 14. Buttinger and Kevin Love in at the forwards. Rubio and Martin manning the backcourt. And it's Pekovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Timberwolves 5. That's good. 21 points for Evan Turner.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Rubio, the pass to Martin. Back to Rubio. All sorts of time. Count that one.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist total. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Rubio gets a screen from Pekovic. Rubio dishes to Pekovic. Here's Budinger, and another three for Minnesota.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Definitely a big improvement in their shooting from what we saw before the break.
Now here's Turner. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Turner's got 23 points. Minnesota leading by 15. And it's Rubio penetrating. Over to the wing. Budinger. It's rebounded by Noel. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Carter Williams. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Michael Carter Williams, the rare 6'6" true point guard. Both his mother and his stepfather are high school basketball coaches, so you know he's got a really good basketball IQ. That seems to run in the family.
That free throw, no good. And for Carter Williams, unusual height for the point guard position.
Yeah, he's long. I think the main thing he'll need to do at the NBA level is really work on that outside shot. It's got a little bit of a hitch in it right now, and he's got to get that corrected, because if he does, he's got a chance to be special as a point guard.
He's quick and he is athletic.
Yep.
And he's good on the second. Timberwolves leading by 14. And Rubio kicks to Pekovic. He feeds it to Martin. The three. Can't get it to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Love against Turner. Now, here is Young. D right on him. Oh!
Look out!
Watch out! Oh, wow. That's a mammoth dunk for someone who's far from the biggest guy out there on the floor.
Yeah, perhaps that'll give them the boost they're looking for to get out of the hole here.
Yeah, it should. I mean, if that doesn't fire them up, I don't know what will.
Here's Rubio. 76ers getting the bucket. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Martin, the pass to Love. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson dishes to Carter Williams. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And the Timberwolves call time.
You know, he understandably doesn't like what's going on out there, and that's why he wants to talk things over during this timeout.
I think this is a good time to call a timeout. They just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Rick Adelman gave to his team during that break. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
And it's blocked by Noel. And here is Carter Williams. There's the pass to Richardson, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
And Rubio kicks to Love. Pekovic with the screen for Love. Kicks it out to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Lets it go with a three. Rebound by the 76ers. Young's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Carter Williams kicks to Turner. On the wing, Jason Richardson. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Dishes it to Carter Williams. From the line. Rebound by Budinger. Budinger's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Rubio against Richardson. Rubio the pass to Pekovic. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Looking at the game Pekovic has been having, he has 8 points and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Pekovic. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Philadelphia. Both free throws good from Pekovic. Now here's Carter Williams. Kicks to Hawes. Pass to Richardson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Now here's Pekovic. He dishes it to Martin. Uncovered. That is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the three-point shots. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
That's good.
It's really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Here's Martin after the made shot from Hawes. Carter Williams with it. Passes it to Turner. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Rubio outside. Feeds it to Pekovic. Great tee that time from Hawes. The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Young. Here's Carter Williams. Out to Turner. 6 to shoot. Rebound, Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. Rubio outside. He kicks it to Pekovic. 14 feet away. Pekovic with another miss.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Here's Hawes. Again, Philadelphia.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
That's good. 8 points for Kevin Martin.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Now here's Carter Williams. Richardson off a pick from Young. Here's Turner. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Rubio dishes to Love. Pekovic with a screen on Young. And Love gets it to go. Love's got 14 points here in the second half.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high-percentage looks.
Now here's Richardson, stolen by Martin. The feed to Pekovic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Pekovic has got 4 points this quarter.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Timeout called the 76ers. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Rick Adelman as he addressed his team. He outlined a new set of priorities for them, the main one being to attack the basket at every opportunity. He also brought up the issue of perimeter defense and reminded his players to play very tightly on their outside shooters. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Shots good from Young.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Now Rubio. The dish to Love. And Rubio kicks to Love. He feeds it to Buttinger. The shot no good. Nice defense from Turner.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Carter Williams with the bucket. Now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Feels like a flip has been switched at halftime because both teams now really getting after it.
And it's been a fun half of basketball, Steve.
Now here's Rubio. Kicks it out to Love. Back to Rubio. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Rubio. 24 points for Kevin Love.
They are so productive in the low post right now. 8 straight points have come inside the paint.
That's bully ball they're playing there.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
Timberwolves leading by 5. And here's Rubio. Now here's Pekovic. The pass to Martin. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Martin's got 6 in the quarter. The 76ers trail by 7, and Turner kicks to Carter Williams. Dishes it to Richardson. Offline with his 3.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
Rubio, the pass to Buttinger. Kicks to Pekovic. Love outside. Pekovic dishes to Love. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Kept alive. And that one's good. Pekovic. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 9. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Noel's checked in for Spencer Hawes. Outside Turner. Turner gets the screen from Carter Williams. Buttinger against Turner, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Turner's got 31 points.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Love with the screen for Rubio. Love kicks to Rubio. Pekovic inside, started by Noel. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. 1:04 left to play in the final quarter. Tries again, and it's sent back by Noel.
Time is definitely not on their side at this point.
Yeah, they need a quick bucket.
Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Here's Young. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And a nice game here for Young. He's got 10 rebounds and 3 denied. He's piling up the rejections to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
Yeah, really controlling the action down in the paint. It's been his game so far.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up missing both free throws. And that's an intentional foul. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Kevin Martin. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And the lead now pretty healthy after that trip to the line. Now it looks like their comeback hopes are out the window. I think this lead is safe now.
Yep, this one's a done deal.
Richardson, no luck. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Love with the screen on Turner. Pass to Budding. And Young comes over to help. And stolen by Noel. Here's Carter Williams.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in a slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
Rubio with it. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Kevin Love. And Kevin, a very big effort to come away with this game. What does it mean to the resiliency of this team to pull out a win like this?
We're just giving ourselves a chance to win. So, we're really just grinding it out as much as we possibly can. We're getting better every day. So, we're happy we got this win. I got to give it all to my teammates and my coaches.
Hard work pays off, Kevin. Great job. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chase Budinger.